So you've got an Oculus Quest 2, well how do you look after it and how do you protect it? Because I have seen lots of stories about people leaving Quests on the side of a table, on the side of a desk, someone knocks it over, the children stand on it, the dog eats it, the list goes on. Or if you're going to take it around a mate's place, you've got to protect it a little bit more than just shoving it in your backpack. So here I have two cases for you from VR Cover and Bobo VR. Both of these cases are suited to different people for different reasons. So should you get either of them and how do they compare to the official case from Oculus themselves? Welcome to my tech gear. Let's find out. Before we go any further, I should point out that VR Cover did send me their case to review, but the Bobo VR Cover one I did by myself. However, neither of them are sponsoring or paying for this video, so in both cases, no pun intended, my opinion is honest and still my own. If you've just spent $300 to $400 on an Oculus Quest or Meta Quest 2, just get a case. It is the cheapest way to protect your case and look after it. Now, a case has several advantages. First up and foremost, it will protect your headset itself from knocks, from scrapes, from people standing on it, and it also protects it from spills. So if you spill a drink, it's not going to be spilled on the headset, it's going to go on the case and you can just wipe it off. And it also keeps all of your accessories in one place. You're not trying to find out where your cable is or your charger is. It's all going to be in one place, easy for you to find. And the most important thing is that it will protect your headset from light. Now you can get lens covers for it. I've got the VR Cover ones here on the headset, but the best way to fully protect it is to get a case. And there is a good reason for this. Oculus themselves on their website state the lenses inside your headset can be permanently damaged from less than a minute of exposure to direct sunlight, even if it's indoors. If you need to transport your headset, do so in a bag or case that keeps it safe and protected against direct sunlight. It tells you to do this because basically the lenses inside your headset can act as a magnifying glass. So if sunlight hits those lenses, it basically burns a hole into the screen that's sitting behind the lenses. So this pretty much makes a case a mandatory purchase if you've got a Quest headset. So first up, we've got the case from VR Cover. Now this is a pretty compact case and it is really solidly well built. It is a firm case. I mean, I wouldn't stand on it, but if something falls on it, it's not going to crush the Quest if it's inside this case. That small size though does mean that there is a limit to what it can actually hold. So inside we do have a carry strap for it and the Quest itself will sit inside. However, this is a third-party strap. You will notice it doesn't really fit. And this is where the downside of a smaller case comes into it. So the VR Cover case itself is only going to really house the Quest if it's got the original elasticated head strap on it. If you've got a third-party head strap like this one here, it's not going to fit in it. Or if you've got a controller grip on your controllers, then it's not going to fit in here either. Still, if you want a really sort of good cheap way, because it is only $29, if you do want a cheap way of being able to house your Quest out of the box, this is definitely it. If however you've got a custom third-party head strap like this one here, or you've got controller grip covers like I've got these ones here, then you're going to need a bigger case. This is where you could start looking at the official Oculus Quest case itself. Now that is $49, so it's almost twice the price of the VR Cover one, but it will house the Quest and the Elite strap as well, so the case is a little bit bigger. However, for the price, I do think you're better off looking at the Bobo VR C2 case. So that is $45, so it's a little bit cheaper than the official one, but it will house so much more in it. So this is just a massive case, but in a good way. So I've got the head strap itself, and that will quite easily, once I shrink that down, quite easily sit in here. Now these controller strips here are massive. They're much bigger than the default controllers, but I can just move those out of the way, put one in here, put another across the top, and that will then just sit inside the case without any hassle. Now this is actually a pretty extreme case because those controller grips are significantly bigger than the controllers are themselves. So if you've got anything smaller than that, or you don't have these specific grip covers, then they are easily going to fit just inside that gap in the head strap itself. Now, unless you've got something like a FrankenQuest mod or something like that, pretty much any third-party head strap is going to fit inside this case. You've also got a zip compartment here, so anything like your charger, let's just grab that, which is just down here. So you've got your charger, you can easily put that inside there. If you've got a cable, I've got a short one here, but you could get a larger one, put that inside the zip. That just goes away like that. And it still closes. It is a great versatile case. Will pretty much house anything you have accessory wise. It is really firm as well. It is a top case. And at only $45, it is only a little bit more expensive than the VR Cover one, and it is definitely cheaper than the official Oculus one itself. If you do want to check out any more great Quest 2 accessory ideas, then be sure to check out my video up here. Now, I hope this has helped you decide whether either of these are right for you. If you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and share it. Consider subscribing if you're not. And as always, see you in the next one.